A short-term mission is the mobilization of a Christian missionary for a short period of time ranging from days to a year. Many short-term missions are called mission trips. The short-term missionary is a fairly recent innovation in the global missions movement, but many short-term missions agencies are seeing an increased number of trips that consist of a week up to a year. Generally, missionaries have been people sent to spread the religious faith, usually among the people of another country or region in which that faith is not widely practiced. In the past 50 years, churches have moved toward mobilizing young people for short-term trips. Youth with a Mission and Operation Mobilization were two of the first organizations to utilize short-term missions. In the late 1950s, founder George Vowa began mobilizing young people for summer missions. According to the Missionary Research Library, there were about 43,000 Protestant missionaries in the world in 1958. This is 4 times as many as when the century began. Of this number, 27,733 are from the U.S. In the summer 1963, over 2,000 people joined the first short-term mission teams with Operation Mobilization. They worked throughout Europe and found creative ways of getting behind the Iron Curtain. Youth with a Mission began in the 1960s under the leadership of Loren Cunningham. He pioneered short-term missions and introduced the idea that young people could be missionaries. Generally, missionaries were expected to have extensive theological training before going into the foreign mission field, but YWAM provided short-term opportunities for young people who had a passion for Jesus Christ to share the faith in a way that was powerful and effective. Eventually, YWAM began offering courses to train missionaries as a substitution, a supplement to formal theological training. With the summer conferences continued each year, but the participants dwindled. In late 1987, a renewed vision for reaching Europe was born. This led to the Love Europe outreaches that started in July 1989. Planned for 5,000 young people from 50 nations to participate. In fact, about 7,000 from 76 nations came. In 1970, there were very few youth groups doing short-term missions in the United States. However, during the 1980s and 90s, missiologically progressive churches began to take a project approach to missions, capitalizing on directing present energy into short-term missions trips, vacations with a purpose, designated projects and offerings, and ministry teams. The project approach has matured in the modern short-term missions movement and become a standard annual feature for thousands of Christian youth groups, church groups, and individuals across the United States. In a national survey in 2006, it was determined that 2.1% of church members of all denominations had been on a short-term mission trip in the past year, and 3.6% claimed to have participated in an SDM as teens. There are independent short-term missions organizations as well as denominations and individual churches that facilitate these trips all over the world. Many SDMs, sending agencies, are adopting of standards of excellence in short-term missions. Many individuals going on short-term mission trips raise partial or full support from family and friends to help pay for the trip. Costs include not only travel, food and lodging, but often associated project expenses as well. In recent years, a number of services have been established to help individuals raise support for their short-term mission trips using online, email and social media tools. Criticisms recently. Experts have argued that short-term missions tend to actually cause more harm than good. Objections include the right rise of unjustified paternalism, lack of knowledge of local culture, wrong motivations in team members, undercutting of local ministries and pastors, and massive spending. In the book When Helping Hurts, Brian Fickert and Steve Corbett expand upon these problems and suggest alternatives in poverty alleviation.